Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Weymouth After Dark, the talk show from Massachusetts and the world. As you know, Weymouth After Dark is brought to you by The Truth. Now, Joe, I'm Frank, your host, and Joe, over here, has been complaining lately. He's been saying that Weymouth After Dark, Truth-sponsored though it is not getting the viewership that he wants. And I assured him it's a tough week. First of all, the Olympics are on. Second of all, on Channel 11, The Atheist Experience is having its 200th episode. This is tough competition. So that's why we've decided to break out the proverbial big guns. But the guns here are of truth. Specifically, I'm talking about poetry, one of my favorite things. Today, later on in our broadcast, there's going to be a Weymouth After Dark poetry reading. And we're going to be joined by renowned poet, Black Diamond Quimby. Now, you've probably heard a little bit about the Big Bang. Whether you believe it or you don't, 5 or 11 billion years ago, all the matter in the universe was in something smaller than my fingernail. And I don't cut them very much. And it...
So that must have been something pretty big then.
Fair enough. And it exploded, and that created the world we know today, so they say. My analogy, believe that or not, my analogy is that poetry does something similar with language. It takes words and it compresses them into something very dense and very meaningful. And tonight, 3 poets, Joe, yours truly, and Black Diamond Quimby, will be sharing their verse with you. Take that, Atheist Experience.
It's kind of like the way coal is compressed fossilized plant matter. Kind of like our friend. Oh, there's me, look.
I'm joined by Joe, the Star Maker.
Star Maker. It's kind of like Star Hustler, Stargazer, that guy who's the last thing on PBS before it goes off the air at night, that astronomer guy.
Keep looking up.
Keep looking up. Yeah.
Joe, I heard today you had a plan for us.
Yes, I did.
All right, tell us a little bit about what you have up your sleeve.
Okay,
for this world.
Folks, recently they've been calling me the Svengali of the South Shore. And you may wonder, what's with the sunglasses at night, Joe? Well, don't flip the blade on the guy in shades. But that's because I'm a star maker tonight, folks. Folks, do you hate trends as much as I do? Do you tired of turning on the television and being assaulted, and I mean assaulted by garbage, bad entertainment, tastelessness, and trends every time you turn on the idiot box? Okay? The problem with trends is that trends are like life. They're ephemeral. They're ultimately meaningless, and worst of all, they're really manufactured. So I, Josephus, the star maker of sorts, have decided to fight back by starting my own trends, and that's why tonight I'm here, not on Merv, not on Johnny, not even on Dick Cavett, but on the public access, here to start my own trend tonight, because I'm going to introduce everybody to the next big thing. I am starting my own fad. Okay, I have found the golden boy.
Boy.
The golden boy, yeah. A fellow who's going to be so big, so huge. He's going to be a mania that's sweeping the nation and the world. Kind of like you remember you had Beatlemania, which is kind of like foreshadowing here, folks. And then you had like a Hulkamania.
Sure.
And then you had other things like the California Raisins and all that was so big and everything. Well, I'm here to introduce tonight, folks, the next big thing, the new trend started by me, the Star Maker, the Svengali of the South Shore here. Let's bring out, if we can, the new fag, the golden boy, this guy that I'm raising up to be the next big thing. Let's bring Rockin Rob out.
Rockin Rob?
Yeah. Come on here, Rockin' Rob.
Come join us.
This guy's going to be the next big thing, folks.
Hi, guys.
He still refuses to wear a microphone, though. Can we see the Rockin' Rob? This guy is the golden boy. Let me tell you something. I have trained this guy. Come on over this way, big guy. This guy is going to be huge. He's already hanging out with all the other stars. Been seen with Sinatra, Bing, Dino, all them guys like that. He is going to be.
Those guys are all dead.
I know. I was going to say that.
Don't look. Just.
But I saw them in a painting playing pool together.
Go with the program here. Anyway, so Rockin Rob here is a fella. I'm trained to be the next big thing. You may remember Rockin Rob before. He's been on the show a few times.
Yeah, Joe, you're doing a good job.
Thank you, Rob.
So what makes you the next big thing?
It's because he's got everything. I mean, remember, Rob, previously you were trying to be firstly you're famous for being the world's biggest Beatles fan. Remember
yeah,
that,
that was a trend that lasted about 5 minutes.
Yeah, but then you may remember he was trying to become a saint too, but they wouldn't make you a saint because you're not dead.
That's true.
Well,
Unlike
they haven't
the
made
rest of the Rat
Sinatra a
Pack.
saint, have they? And he's dead, or Dino, or any of them.
Well, maybe there is hope. Yeah.
Yeah, and then thirdly, we may remember last time he was on here. He was Rockin Rob here. He was running for Senate, but there were these incriminating pictures that came out.
The Golden Boy.
The Golden Boy.
Incriminating pictures of you at Suffolk Downs, Rob.
Yeah,
Rigging
and
the trifecta.
No comment. Is there any lawyers in the house? What?
Yeah, well, you know what, though? You're going to need lawyers, Rob, because you are going to be pretty freaking famous, to use the vernacular, if you know what I'm
Joe,
saying.
it was amazing. I was coming to the studio and
Yeah.
there was all these people outside asking for my autograph.
No, I'm not surprised. You're the big thing. I mean, we've been pushing you hard. We've had publicity tour. I got you that lucrative endorsement deal with Bradley's.
Oh, good. Yeah, but I haven't seen my share yet, though.
No, it'll be coming. It'll be coming.
Yeah,
It'll
it's
be
in the mail?
Yeah. Believe me, I don't have it. I don't have any money. I'm just doing.
I think
I'm doing
Mrs.
this
B's
for
holding
you.
on to it, Rob, but you'll get it sooner or
Yeah.
later.
But as I'm saying, folks, Rockin Rob here is going to be, let's get a picture, it's going to be the next big thing. You're going to see this guy everywhere. He's, like I said,
What are you going to do to make him the
endorsement
next big thing?
deals.
Give me a little bit of an idea of how you're going to put Rockin Rob over so hard. You're going to push him so hard that he's going to be the next big thing.
well, like I said, he's going to be making personal appearances. He's going to be at the Dunkin' Donuts in Route 18 in Weymouth.
Start.
He'll also be appearing at the one. He'll also be appearing at Lanzilli's in East Boston.
And also, I'll be
fine gas
appearing
station.
on Route 18 if they ever fix the road.
Yeah, I know. Well, the construction is always.
They're making Dodaville up there, Rob. So
Yeah.
it's a
Well,
tricky-
it'll be worth it in the
Tricky
long
business.
run.
Thank God, because
Yeah.
Mary Lou's isn't that good.
Well, I don't know, Rob. I was working on an endorsement deal, and
Well, hopefully they're watching the Atheist Experience right now.
yeah. Okay, that's the 15th
I see
reference
you've
to
got
the
a
Atheist
list.
Experience in this. Oh yeah, Rob, that's one of the things here.
Yes, what?
This is a list of catchphrases which are going to be associated with you. So why don't you try some of them out? So
Pass the ketchup.
just,
All right, hold on.
just sell
Viewers,
it, will ya?
these
Work
are
it
the
into
phrases that you're
conversation.
going to be hearing. You wonder where they come from. Where
Yeah.
did the phrase "back in the day" come from? Where do these phrases come from? Well,
Came
here
from back in the
we're,
day.
We're starting one right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this guy's going to be the big thing. Going to have him in movies. All right, I'm working on a television deal, although your part is actually going to be played by Wayne Brady on the show. But I'm also working on Broadway. I think we can get Rockin Rob on Broadway. He's up for the lead, and maybe
Yeah, but-
a revival of My Fair Lady. Or
Yeah,
something
but
like that.
not here, though. I don't want to do any scenes in here.
No, not Broadway in Boston. I'm talking about Broadway. You got to think big, Rob. You're the next big
Here.
thing.
Here's an a Broadway show.
Oh, Hair.
Well, yes, Joel Gray was.
Okay, we need a little diction coach
All right,
here,
all right.
folks.
Speaking of, let's hear the catchphrases, Rob. Let's hear what you
Yeah,
got for us.
Rob was hanging out with Joel Gray, isn't that right? It was like
Yes,
"Will
he
come,"
was-
"Will come" and "Bienvenue," welcome.
Yeah,
You
it was
know?
fun. Yeah.
It was. Yeah. He's a
All
great
right, here we
guy.
go.
He really is.
Rockin Rob, what do you have for us?
Pass the ketchup. Okay. Down and double.
You got to
You
work
gotta sell
in
it.
casual.
Well, how about
You
like
gotta sell
daily
it.
double?
What's that?
Okay.
Daily double?
Okay. Turn and burn. Okay, that's good too. Light me up, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to work
Let's
these
see.
into the conversation.
Let's see what else you got here.
The Golden Boy, folks.
Yeah, well.
The next
What's that?
big
What's that
thing.
one that says? In all my digital greatness.
Yeah, who that did was that, Joe?
Yeah, I didn't write that one, but you're supposed to read the catchphrases and work them in, Robert.
All right.
It's tough being a star maker,
hey,
folks. 'cause,
pass the
you know,
ketchup.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Frank, they're not your catchphrases. You're not
Well,
the you're not the big thing.
That's
these
true.
days.
That's true. That's true.
You know,
Oh, yes,
that's
I
this
am.
guy. I mean, seriously.
Merchandise.
Merchandising. That's right. We're working on Rockin Rob merchandise. We don't actually have too much here today, but here's, for example, the T-shirts. We're gonna have Rockin Rob T-shirts. This is just kind of a mock-up, folks. But we'll have real ones later. This is just kind of a prototype.
Yeah.
We've got
Type
designed
of
him to be
tomorrow.
Rockin Rob the coloring book, which we also don't have tonight. But we've got to have the official Rockin Rob safety scissors for preschool near you. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be lucrative. Everybody's going to want a pair of them. Maybe we'll even branch out on like surgical scissors and things like that. Kind of like a MASH thing. You know what I'm saying, Rob?
Wait a minute. I'm endorsing scissors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, but you have to cut it, don't you?
Well, scissors
Somebody call me when they find out what the joke was.
down and double, Rockin Rob.
Down and double, Rob.
All right.
Turn and burn.
Oh my goodness.
Light me up, baby. See what I'm saying, folks? Isn't he great? Isn't he great? This guy, I'm telling you, folks, this guy, let's see him, is going to be huge. Next big thing. You're going to be at Fenway, Rob. I'm doing a personal appearance there. You're going to be doing a concert at Fenway Park.
Yeah, but wait a minute. You didn't book me with Neil Diamond.
I did book you with Neil Diamond, Rob.
God.
It's going to be good.
Sing that song, Caroline.
No, you're going to be singing Brother Love's Traveling Salvation Show. Pack up the babies and grab the old ladies, folks, because everyone goes to Rob's show.
That's Rockin Rob, thank you.
Rockin Rob
Thank
show.
you.
Sorry about that. Look at that. Already the star problems we have with this guy.
In what way do you see Rockin Rob as a different kind of star, right? Not just part of some kind of medium machine, but more of almost like a Gandhi type of figure, or what? How do you see Rockin Rob's star?
I see him kind of as a star for today, really. I mean, yeah, he's made. Rob, don't do that on camera. It's like when they showed, Magic Johnson eating popcorn at that basketball playoffs game.
It is similar.
Yeah, but
Iconoclastic moment there. All right, keep going, Dre. What do you have
that's
for us?
exactly how it is with Rockin Rob. He's kind of, at the same time...
He's not afraid to scratch his eye.
Well, no, even though he's a
exactly.
star, and even though he's as manufactured as any other star, but he's also sort of simultaneously parodying the phoniness of fame and of existence itself. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like an Andy Warhol thing, except so far we haven't made any money off of it.
Phone's going off?
I think the phone is going off.
it is.
I'm getting a call. I'm getting a call. Hold on. I'm sorry. You guys talk. I got to take this.
So, Rockin Rob.
Yes.
Oh, Steven? Steve, yeah. Look, Steve, I'm trying out. I'm doing a show right now, but what's that? What, Harrison Ford? He said he'll do another Raiders, but only if Rockin Rob's on board. Steve, I told you, at least 12 mil, or we're not even getting out of bed here. I'm sorry if everybody expects it, but you know his price. Look, I'll talk to you later, Steve. But okay, all right, bye. That was Steve and Rob. They still want you for that new Raiders sequel, but I told them not for at least 12 mil. Oh, Brad and Angelina said hi too. They say you're the best.
Good. Oh, really?
Yeah, they're big fans of yours. You know that.
And how many more
Life in the
kids
Fast Lane, folks.
are they going to adopt?
Well, they're gonna name the next one after you, Rob.
There we go. That's good, too.
Because you know why? Because you are the coolest dude in the biz.
Smooth, baby.
Yeah. That's it. I like it. That's a catchphrase.
Say something smooth for it.
Somebody write that down.
Say something out there. This is the moment, it seems, where the crest of the wave of your stardom is just going up. Say something right there to those people that admire you. To those people that are watching right now on Channel 10 in Weymouth.
What can I say?
Speechless.
I am speechless. I am speechless.
Well, that's why he has a star maker. I usually say things for him.
See, that's why I have Joe.
Exactly.
right.
So anyway, folks, so that's let's to wrap this up just for the moment, but of course not for the future because you're going to be seeing a lot of him. This is again Rockin Rob. Rockin Rob Mania is going to be sweeping the country, and if we can see that graphic, folks, it's going to be Rockin Rob. All right, he's the next big thing for 2006.
The next.
Yeah, Rockin Rob. If we can see that graphic, the next big fad for 2006.
2006
Yeah.
it's already happened.
Yeah.
Well, folks, sometimes these trends are over before they've even begun.
We have only just begun, Joe.
And there you have it. Joe, thank you for sharing this with us.
Yeah.
Rockin Rob, thank you for...
Frank,
To
as
share
always,
is to care.
I'll see you later.
Yeah.
No, stay here for us because we have a poll. Weymouth
cool.
After Dark poll every week. All right? You are treated to a competition between two entities. This week, you're going to decide between the Hart Foundation, as managed by Jimmy Hart, there we have them, versus that confederacy of Eastern Indian tribes, the Iroquois Confederacy. Iroquois Confederacy, the Hart Foundation. It's a battle between the plastic megaphone and the United Tribes.
And they're both associated with Canada as well.
An excellent point. Yeah. Vote at WeymouthAfterDark@hotmail.com. Go online right now. Get online and vote Hart Foundation versus the Iroquois Confederacy. WeymouthAfterDark@hotmail.com, and we will record all of those votes. But
if enough people vote, they might get some Rockin Rob safety scissors.
Cut it out, Joe. But now, It's time for that Weymouth After Dark poetry contest. So if you'll come to the land of poetry with me, you'll be there.
Rumi will be there.
Oh, yes.
Shakespeare. All these guys will be there in spirit.
Black Diamond Quimby.
Shelley. You know, life like a dome of many-colored glass stains the white radiance of eternity until death tramples it to fragments.
Join us, folks, in the land of poetry.
Welcome back to Weymouth After Dark. I am Rockin Rob Santarpio. Welcome to the first annual Weymouth After Dark poetry reading. Joe? Joe's going to be first.
Yeah, thank you, Rockin Rob.
Awesome.
Thank you, Rockin Rob. He'll be appearing at Schnucks next week, folks, as well as Heaven the Restaurant. So, hello. I'd like to read my poem. It's called Swiper, a poem. Tribute to Swiper, the fox from Dora the Explorer. And it was written by me, which is the important thing to know here. Okay. I am Swiper. I have no friends, and so I steal to ease the pain of my life, and I drink to fill the void. Once there was a vixen. She tried to get to know who I really was, to bring out what might have really been me. The essential self, the form of Swiper. But she could not, because there was nothing there anymore. It had been stolen by a cosmos indifferent to a lonely fox. You're too late, I told her. You'll never find the real Swiper now. But still she tried, so I left her. You can't chain down the wind, baby. You can't chain down the wind. And then one day I realized that I had run away from the only thing I had ever had that was real. I snapped my fingers. Oh, man. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm here 3 more nights, folks.
Next, we're going to be joined by a special guest, Black Diamond Quimby.
Oh, thank you, son.
You better help
thank
him.
you
He's
very
blind.
much.
Make
I
sure
need
you
to
hold
help
the
him.
microphone.
Thank
Blind.
you. Right here. There we go. I'm having a little trouble here.
Is he related to Chief Quimby?
Black Diamond
from
Quimby,
Inspector
folks.
Gadget?
He's my mother's cousin.
Yeah.
That's right. You dig? I knew
dig.
you could. I have some poetry I wrote when I was a young man in Louisiana.
So you're a Red Sox fan, huh?
Well, I'm embracing the culture, my son. Embracing the culture. When in Rome. Now, when I was scatting around the streets of Louisiana, and I was in Nolens, back when Nolens had streets, I wrote this little ditty. Here it go. You ready? I call it Ode to Smog. Ode to Smog. Your eerie haze adds to my malaise. The sweet cough, I can't get it off. I sing your praise. Oh, smog, you cover the city so fair. Your putrid smell infests my lair. My lungs ache for your sake. Smokestacks billow like a fluffy pillow, and more of you we make. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. That's right. That's right. And you know, I've been working on foreign things. Yeah. Foreign things. I like foreign culture. I know you boys too. I've seen the show. Well, at least I've heard the show. And I've been working on a haiku. And as you know, that's Japanese poetry. It has 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and then 5 syllables. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I call this poem haiku. This is my first attempt. Haikus can be very hard to write. Refrigerator. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Thank you. Yeah,
This kind of streams of consciousness at the end.
yeah, very important, my friend. Refrigerator plays a big part of my life.
All right. Now I have a question for you, Black Diamond.
Yes, please.
Turn and burn, Rob.
How does being blind affect how you write and read poetry?
Well, it affects how I write poetry a tad. It doesn't affect how I read it. Frank, I can't read it. How I write poetry is with the feeling, you see, because I can't, there's a microphone, I can't see what I'm talking about, so I have to feel it. Are you following me? Do you dig?
I did.
I knew you could. All right.
Now, do you have anything else for us here?
My last poem I wrote just recently, sitting on a park bench in the Boston Common. I call it Manure, the other brown meat.
I think actually we'll be all set with that right now, Black Diamond.
Well, thank you, everybody. I can see that you're not ready for this. I dig. Okay, now where do I go here, boy? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm over here.
You can take his wallet and you'll never know.
Thank you.
Well, that's not very moral, instructive, or educational. I should point out, how did you really know it was the public garden? I mean, it was the common. It could have been the public garden.
I asked the homeless man. He said that's where I was.
Well, you have to, was he telling the truth? Because you don't want to lie to a blind man. You know what I'm saying?
Black Diamond Quimby, folks.
Is that your poem?
Thank you.
Is that the title of your poem?
No, my poem is about magic. And it's called The Magician. The Magician. Fantasy is born, not bred. Rain on your window, the world outside, or under your bed. Finding forgotten worlds in backyards, under rocks, or closets for those who lack. By night, by year, by library book, the hidden world appeared. And if someone can make a guitar sound like autumn, then why isn't there magic? So armed with a copy of Simon and Garfunkel's greatest hits on tape, and a notebook, I set out to conquer the world, to be the hero I was about to be before adolescence interfered, to become the magician. Of course, I grew the beard. And if anyone was looking in the public library, they'd find all 3 Crowley books were gone, now in my possession, last checked out before I was born. And so I tried to prove there was no zero, and to see the numbers dance in ways no normal eye can see, to speak the Rosicrucian language, the dialect the world forgot. I served 2 masters in those days, a student at university, on loans, a student of magic, self-taught. But there's more. But everywhere I go, they can't see the formulas in my notebooks, maybe the alchemy in my eyes, hints I'm onto something, secrets of the universe held in like a sneeze, the workings of the world corralled with words, rearrange them how you please. Outside the hospital waiting room, even magicians have physicals. I notice in the men's room mirror the way my hair falls over one eye, kind of like Jimmy Page, also a magician. But when I return to my seat, I can't help feeling their gazes creeping when I read the lesser key of Solomon instead of last week's people. The nights I spent racing for answers, racing to the back of books, my collection now grown, collecting overdue fees and costing me sleep. Blurry nights in my tower room, a sinking sick feeling in my stomach as the end arrived and left no answers I could take with me. The last page ran out before my answers did. Atman is Brahman, that much I get, but where I take exception, though I might misunderstand, is that the secret is to not give a damn and hope to be extinguished. Spare me the golden nowhere. And one night, a very rare madness closed my book and drove me outdoors. Almost done, folks. I won't say what I saw that night, supernatural and real, but since then my books are back once more to their life of peaceful neglect on the shelves, and the marks of my profession are no longer on my sleeve. In the end, the eye was quicker than the hand. The answers that came to my rescue trumped the ones I had prepared. But don't despair. The hidden world doesn't know what's hidden, and I can always grow the beard. Thank you.
I felt like I was on NPR for a minute there.
Folks,
That's good. I dig.
come up and join us. Black Diamond.
Oh, thank you. Help me,
Joe.
Out on the
There we
streets
go.
for a living, ain't you, Black
Thank you
Diamond?
very much. That's
Rock
right.
on.
I'll be
Rock
at
on.
the train station on the red line tomorrow.
Folks,
Turn and burn.
Oh,
what
no.
was that?
Turn and burn, baby.
Thank you. Folks, we had a poll earlier that you saw asking you to vote between these 2 entities,
That's right.
the Hart Foundation and the Iroquois Confederacy. Who do you take on this one, Black Diamond?
Well, I tell you, the Hart Foundation, Jimmy Mouth of the South, you know I love him, but Iroquois Confederation, thousands of Indians, tomahawks, and what have you, I gotta go with the Indians. That's right.
Have you ever been hit over the head with a plastic megaphone?
Many, many times, my friend.
Apparently it hurts.
No,
Apparently,
not really.
Apparently it's enough to knock out a big 6'8" wrestling guy.
Only the first time.
The Urban Defender back out here and ask him.
Rockin Rob,
Yes.
we have a poll result for us. You voted, you expressed your thoughts on Hart Foundation versus the Iroquois Confederacy. But yes, even with the cunning of Jimmy Mouth of the South Hart, the excellence of execution, and the beardedness of Jim Neidhart, it was no match for the Iroquois Confederacy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
And there we have our winner.
Recount.
Well, I don't think the recount's necessary. There we have
Yeah, we got a lot of votes on wampum.
our winner, the Iroquois Confederacy, folks.
That's usually a pretty legitimate vote when you get sent in, wampum beads.
Folks, you've been enjoying this broadcast. Now it's time for you to take it home. Go home, take a piece of paper, like Langston Hughes, and write a poem and send it to us at WeymouthAfterDark@hotmail.com. This is the challenge. You've seen the four of us do it. You've seen the three of us do it. Well, Turner Burns a poem as well. The four of us do it. Now you go and write a poem and send it to us at WeymouthAfterDark
if they're good,
at hotmail.com.
and if they're good, we'll read them on the air.
That's right. As a matter of fact, I'd like to say,
stick in my ride. How do you like that?
if it's good, I will put it in my new poetry book, Poetry for Dummies, that I am writing this coming fall. That's right.
I think that's already been written.
Well, it may have been, but I can't see.
Fair enough.
I had that book, Mannequins for Dummies.
Rockin Rob.
Hey, that was a movie, wasn't it?
Mannequin. Didn't that have G.W. Bailey in it?
Settle down, gentlemen. Folks, poetry is a powerful tool. It's a way to express oneself on subjects such as life and death, sadness, sorrow, happiness, inspiration, nature, regret, injustice, all those things.
Oh, yeah.
For all. Take the chance to do that. Write a poem of your own, send it to WeymouthAfterDark@hotmail.com. Now I'm going to ask these four gentlemen here to be concise, and I'm going to ask each of us to sum up the show in one word. I'm going to start with you, Black Diamond Quimby.
Jazz for life.
That's 3 words.
That's, I'm blind.
Joe!
Yeah.
Sum up the show in one word.
Fad freaky.
That's 2
That's
words.
a long word.
Now maybe
It's a
we can move
compound
it down
word.
to 1 word. Rockin Rob, sum up the program that we just had in 1 word.
1 word. Fab.
There you go. And there it is, down to 1 word. Joe, why do you have the Ace of Spades on you?
Because when I gamble, the only card I need is the Ace of
The Ace of Spades. There's some more poetry.
I couldn't
for you
even get
folks.
through that one.
Yeah, but you have to know when to hold them, Joe.
Yeah, know when to fold them. Know when to walk away.
Know when to what?
You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. You know
You
that?
count enough for the count?
When
When
the
the
deal,
deal is
is
done.
done.
What do you think, Black
What
Diamond?
more is it to say after
When did
that?
Kenny Rogers come in here? I don't. What happened?
So I like to mess with blind people, I guess.
What?
I'm over here. I'm right over here, man.
Okay, there we go.
Hey, Black Giant, good to meet you.
I did.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
It's me, Kenny Rogers.
Oh, there we go.
They never know the difference.
know-
I didn't know you were still alive.
Oh, I am, yeah.
Hey,
I ain't dead yet.
Hey,
What?
some say that we're the Fab Four of Weymouth.
Fab 5
There
counting
you
Kenny
go.
Rogers. So I would
You're the
like
next
to,
big thing, Rob, or at least you were a couple of years ago.
folks, the next big thing is the thing that was always around, the truth. Get into it. Write a poem, send it to us. Now, folks, I would have a lot of people to thank today.
we have.
I would like to thank Joe. I would like to thank Black Diamond Quimby. I'd like to thank Kenny Rogers. I'd like to thank
You're right, Frank.
Rockin Rob. I would most certainly like to thank Kim and Chrissy and Jessica and Johnny and Nicole and all of our friends at
Everyone
doorstepnation.com
else was in here.
and all those of you watching throughout the world. Join us next time on Weymouth After Dark. Send in those poems, and we'll be back with yet another exciting installment for your enjoyment.
I'm Kenny Rogers, folks. Good night and God bless.
Kenny Rogers will now be singing the national anthem during the credits. Thank you, folks.